Life can be wonderful, full of beauty and wonder. Unfortunately, it can also turn on us just when we're not expecting it. We all worry about our health to a certain degree. That's why gym memberships have increased so much. But some things are unforeseen. Cancer in women is a subject in the news on a regular basis, and it does make you think about your own risks. But are we really aware of the facts and figures and the consequences a cancer diagnosis would have on our lives and family?
Cancer is a common condition that as an oncologist I treat on a daily basis. Clearly a lot of people are worried about cancer, and what is really important to stress is that we cure a lot of cancer, both female and male specific types. With regards to female specific cancers, the most common cancer is breast cancer, which is on the increase, with over 46,000 new cases being diagnosed in UK women per year.
As we're becoming more aware of the dangers of female-related cancers, such as breast or cervical cancer, we start looking at our lifestyle choices. But do these really have an impact on your chances of developing one of the many female-specific cancers?
With regards to female cancers, there is not one specific cause for any of the types of cancer, although there are a number of different risk factors. A lot of people think that hereditary issues are big with regard particularly to breast cancer, although less than 5% of cases are due to an inherited faulty gene. Other risk factors include lifestyle choices such as smoking and drinking alcohol, as well as issues such as body weight. I see a lot of patients who are concerned that they have developed cancer due to one of their lifestyle choices, and this is with regards to scare stories often produced by the media, which is really quite prevalent, such as I have developed cancer due to eating a lot of red meat or increased dairy products or things such as that. And I have to spend quite a lot of time telling my patients that actually why they have developed cancer is often down just to bad luck.
Over 60,000 women are diagnosed with female-specific cancers every year. And it seems that regardless of our lifestyle or family history, we all run the risk of developing cancer. The good news is that survival rates have been improving over the last 20 years. Now, 8 out of 10 women survive breast cancer.
My name is Yvonne Green, I'm 47 years old. I was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 42. They found a small lump in my left breast, and the surgeon recommended immediately that I should have a lumpectomy to have it tested. He didn't think it was cancerous, but he thought I should have it tested. Unfortunately, after it had been removed and tested, they found out that it was a malignant tumour, and my surgeon said I should have a mastectomy straight away to deal with it. It all happened very quickly after that. I was booked in for the operation. As a single parent, I was extremely concerned about who was going to look after my children while I was in hospital and while I was recovering afterwards, because it's major surgery. You can't lift things, you can't do hoovering, you can't do washing. The only help I was offered was that they would put my children in care for 2 weeks, which I did not want at all.
Any of us could be diagnosed with cancer at any time. And with survival rates on the increase, it's not just the health and emotional demands that we need to think about, it's the financial implications as well. Yvonne had the foresight to take out an insurance plan that pays out in the event of a diagnosis to ease the burden of not just being unable to work, but also all the other things that we take for granted in good health, like childcare and getting about.
My children were 11 and 13 at the time. So having the Well Woman insurance plan meant that I could pay for someone to come and help me. It also meant I could pay for someone to come and clean my house for several months after the operation, when I still wasn't well enough to do things. Also, you forget things like you can't drive after that sort of surgery, so it's really hard to be able to get around or take the children anywhere or even get to the doctors or the supermarket. So again, the money helped with all of that. I took out the Well Woman plan for several reasons. Firstly, there's a history of cancer in my family. My mother had ovarian cancer and my aunt, who was her sister, had breast cancer. So I thought there was quite a high risk that I might get it. Secondly, I am a single parent with 2 young children, so I was very concerned that if I did get cancer, I wouldn't be able to work and I'd have no money to look after the children.
Although the incidence of cancer is increasing, I think what's important to remember is that we're getting better at treating cancer. And actually, if you look at prognosis, that is also improving across a wide range of cancer types, and particularly with regards to female-specific cancers.
As we're getting better at treating cancer, it's even more important to be prepared financially to see you through the initial stages of your illness. But it's not just about the essentials. Having been through such a stressful period, it's good to have enough to treat you.
Knowing that I had that money from the Well Woman plan, it meant that I could also plan some treats. So when I was actually lying in my hospital bed, I could start dreaming about things like my ideal kitchen, and when I came out I could actually get quotes and get my ideal kitchen installed. I also promised the children that when I was well I was going to take them on a dream trip to Disneyland in Florida, and again thanks to the money, about 3 years after my operation I was well enough and we went and did that and had a brilliant time in Florida.
So it makes sense in this day and age to protect yourself against the future. To be secure in the knowledge that if the worst does happen, you've got the financial help you need. As Dr. Ford said, the survival rates for cancer are getting better year on year. So be sure your financial survival does the same.